Good morning, this is Farah. I wanted to come in to talk to you about an important subject that I just thought it would be great to share. And it's a technique that I have learned more than 2 years ago. And even though I learned it and I do it quite often, I still sometimes don't do it. But this morning I did it while I was eating my breakfast, and I thought it would be perfect to share it with people who are either always on the go, mums, busy mums, don't have time for themselves, or if you have some problem with emotional eating, because I also had binge eating problems, and also if you are not aware of what's going on between you and your food. So it's just three things that I wanted to share with you. So the first one is that a science fact, that the stomach doesn't tell the brain that it's full until 20 minutes later, after we already pass our full capacity of food. So you've already full, but the brain doesn't know yet. So we always overeat if we're not careful. So the one thing that I've learned doing is basically eating slowly. As simple as it sounds, but it is very, very important. So number one is really eating slowly. And when I say eating slowly, it's like I've got my knife and fork, so you tuck in and you put your knife and fork down. You do put them down, and then you chew, and you really understand what you have in your mouth, what it is, the taste that you're tasting, what it is you're eating. You connect with that food in your mouth. The reason being is that your brain will register that you have eaten something. You are conscious about the action that you have done. The brain goes, tick, I know you've eaten. And I do that a lot with my son. And I will talk about distractions, because when we are distracted, obviously we don't register, and we think, did I have lunch? Did I have that snack? I can't even remember. I'll have another one. Easy done. So the second point that I wanted to share with you, and it's very linked to the first one, is the emotional eating. It's a very complex and very deep subject, and every single person is different, and all our reasons and our solutions could be and are different. From my case, for the emotional eating, is the binge eating, and the reason I was binge eating is because it was related to stress, and it was related to my performance, my belief that I was not achieving enough, I was not good enough, I wasn't not enough. So the reason for me to overeat was to stuff that feeling, to really bury it. And by overeating, it was like, okay, I don't feel it, but I was seeing it. But I was like, okay, it's stuffed. I can't see it. Stuffed for that an hour or so, and then it comes back again to the surface. And the only way I could do that is stuffing it again. So it's very complicated, but there are many people out there who might resonate with this and feel that way. But the only way that I could help myself, and that doesn't happen overnight, but obviously it's practice and doing it consistently and helping yourself. One of the things that I did was to clean my environment. Everything around me was replaced and swapped by healthy eating, by healthy product, by healthy snacks, and really consciously buying something much more healthy, because I know that I'm gonna snack. So if you want to keep doing this and you think that's helped me, I like to snack all the time, and I like to comfort myself. Yes, fine, but comfort yourself with healthy eating. And then slowly and gradually you can reduce that seizure attack that I call it, and you can control it, and you can really be conscious when it happens. And when it happens, and for me, I know exactly when it used to happen. It used to happen exactly at 5 o'clock every single day. And it takes a lot of practice to understand what your body is going through, what your emotions are going through, and when you know what's happening. It takes practice, but you will get there. You have to start somewhere. So I knew exactly when it was going to happen, and when it happened, because I journaled as well, that's is going to help you a lot. If you want to understand what's going on with your body and emotions, you have a journal, and you just journal every day. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. Oh, I felt like I'm doing exactly the same thing every day. I'm overeating that particular time. I am bored, I am stressed, I am sad, I am happy. Every single time you have to write that. It might sound a lot of work, but it's worth it. Your health is more important than anything else, and your emotions and your state, and you're doing this for you, obviously. So I knew exactly when it happened, and I managed to control it. I managed to step back, I breathe, and I know what I'm going for: a nice snack or a healthy, clean cupboard. There's nothing that tempts me for a chocolate or a biscuit or something naughty that I shouldn't be eating. So I hope this helps you as well. So that's number 3 is distractions. Distractions can be very, very affecting the way we eat. I mean, I grew up in Mediterranean lifestyle where we have food everywhere, we have lots of people, we all like loud and talking and overeating. It's fine because it was happy. It was my upbringing, and I love those memories. But sometimes they don't serve me. I can't live like this. I can't have this lifestyle every day. But I learned to stop distractions. What we are distracted by now, not the happy times with the family, that's great if we do it once in a while, is the phone, is TV, is multitasking. Especially mums, we're doing so many things at once, but we are gobbing. When I cook, I eat a lot, so I learned to say, okay, I'm not eating anything a taste, but I wait until I sit down with everyone. But yeah, we're doing stuff, we are serving the kids, we are helping others, we're helping the kids with homework. Or there's another thing is when the kids finish the food, you eat the leftovers because you don't want to waste anything. This sounds very familiar. So distractions can be a very bad thing for us. So the only way I could do this as well and help myself is mindful eating, is sitting down. When I am not distracted, I switch everything off. It's between me and my food, and as I said before, it's that respect with my food, that knowledge, that acknowledgement that I am eating. My brain is registering everything I'm eating. If you feel like you are doing so many things at once and you are eating at the same time, you're not looking after yourself, then you've got to change that habit. You are important as anybody else in your family. If you're on your own, it's even more important to make sure that you don't get the boredom and you don't get the loneliness affect you because you feel like, oh, I can eat anytime I want because I'm on my own. You still have to be disciplined. You still have to look after yourself. You still have to make sure you are mindful eating and sitting down and enjoying that moment. It's a happy time. It's a place where it's a pleasure. It's rewarding your body with goodness. So if we relate all this stuff with food, the happy times and the effect that it has on our body and our health, we register in our brain is always happy. I've got goosebumps when I talk about good and happy food. Yeah, because it's our health we're talking about. So anyway, I hope this has helped you in any way, and just remember those 3 things. See ya. Bye.